everybody, and welcome back to WLNT Radio, powered by RedSkinRadio.com. Tonight, our Lady Warrior Volleyball team will be taking on the Lady Carpenters on Red Baller Court. Gonna be a very intense game. The JV lost, barely. They were doing really good, though. I'll say that. And I have a feeling it's going to be a really good game. Fair game, too. And the Lady Carpenters just went out of their huddle. But the Philadelphia Warriors still talking it through. And the Lady Warriors just broke up the huddle. And your starting lineup for varsity Lady Warriors will be Addison Bright, Hannah Millsaps, Jith Aguilar, Kyle Morley, Alyssa Miller, and Reagan Russell. Judith Aguilar just came out for Addison Bright. I don't know who number 4 is. Number 8 for the Carpenters serves it over, bumped by Kyron, and no one called that hit, and it's already a point for the Lady Carpenters. Makes score 1-0, Lady Carpenters. Number 8 will serve it again. Hits it, gets it over, gets bumped, set by Reagan, and hit over by Addison Bright. And no one for the Lady Carpenters hits it over. Makes the score 1-1, tied. It will be served for Lady Warriors, and that is in for Lady Warriors. And no one hit it for Lady Carpenters. And that score 2-1. Lady Warriors ahead. Carly will serve it, gets it over the net. Lee bumps, bumped again, and bumps short. That's another point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 4-1. Carly will serve it again. And Carly serves again, and it was bumped backwards by the Lady Carpenters, and that was another point for the Lady Warriors. And Carly will serve it again. The score is 4-1. Lady Warriors ahead. Carly serves it. Gets it over, but not in. That's a point for the Lady Carpenters, which makes the score 2-4, Lady Warriors ahead. Number 21 from the Lady Carpenters will be serving it. Serves it, gets it over the net. Kyron bumps it. Alyssa bumps it. And Hannah Millsaps bumps it over. And no one from Lady Carpenters gets it. And that is another point for the Lady Warriors. And the next score 2-5. And Addison Bright came in, out for Judith Aguilar. Reagan Russell serves it. And looks like she got over, but it was out. Tasia is coming in for Reagan. The score is 3-5. Lady Warriors still ahead. Number 14 for Lady Carpenters serves it. Kyron bumped it. Judith set it, and Millsaps hits it over. It is spiked from Lady Carpenters. Kyron bumps it. Alyssa Miller spikes it. It is bumped from Lady Carpenters over the net. Carly bumps it. Hannah sets it. Alyssa Miller spikes. It is bumped from the Lady Carpenters. Bumped again. And bumped again over the net. Judith Aguilar bumps it. Alyssa Miller bumps it. And Hannah Millsaps bumps it. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors. Makes the score 3-6. Lady Warriors still ahead. Substitution, Kyra Marley is coming out for Traylon Sharman. Alyssa Miller serving. Gets it over the net. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors. Known from Lady Carpenters. Hit it and can score 3-7. Alyssa Miller serves it again. Throws it up. Gets it over the net. Is bumped over the net. Judith hits it, and Hannah Millsaps hits it over. Is set, and number 2 spikes it. Judith sets it, and Judith spikes it. Is bumped over again. Tasia bumps it. Hannah Millsaps bumps it. Alyssa Miller spikes it over. Oh, that is out. That makes the score 4-7. And number 15 for the Lady Carpenters serves it and doesn't make it over the net. That's a point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 4-8. Hannah Millsaps will be serving. Serves it and doesn't get over the net. Makes score 5-8. Lady Warriors ahead. Number 2 for the Lady Carpenters is serving. Gets it over. Hannah bumps it. Tasia bumps it. Judith bumps it over. Bumped and spiked from the Lady Carpenters. Alyssa Miller bumps it up. And that's a point for the Lady Carpenters, which makes the score 6-8. Noma's in position for the ball for Lady Warriors. Number 2 serves it. Gets it over. Tasia bumps it. Judith bumps it. And Traylon attempts to spike it, but couldn't quite get it over. Just falls short. Makes the score 7-8. Philadelphia ahead. Number 2 serving again. Gets over the net. Alyssa Miller bumps it and it goes out. Number 4 Carly just couldn't quite get it. And that score 8-8 tied. Number 2 serving it again. Gets it over the net. Alyssa Miller bumps it. Tasia bumps it. And Traylon Schaller bumps it over the net and is bumped, set, and spiked by the Lady Carpenters. Set by Hannah. Traylon Sharman hits it over. And there's 3 hits for the Lady Carpenters and makes the score 8-9. Philadelphia leading. Tasia Kozart coming out for Reagan, and Addison Bright coming in for Judith. And Addison will be serving it for the Lady Warriors. Serve is good. It is bumped, set, and couldn't quite get over net, falls short. Makes the score 8-10. Lady Warriors ahead. Addison Bright will serve it again. Addison Bright serves it. It's good. It was good, but it was out. So number 1 will be serving it for the Lady Carpenters. And the serve is good. Addison Bright bumps it. Hannah bumps it. Traylon Schaller spikes it over. Reagan tries to hit it over the net, but hits it under it instead. Makes the score 10-10. Number 1 serving it again for the Lady Carpenters. Serves it over. Hannah Millsaps bumps it. Carly sets it, and Alyssa Miller spikes it. Is bumped by number 1 for Lady Carpenters. Bumped again. And bumped over. Set by Hannah. Spike off for Reagan. Bumped. Set. And spiked. With the spike falls short for Lady Carpenters, which makes a point for the Lady Warriors. Makes the score 11-10. Lady Warriors ahead. Traylon Sharman coming out for Kyron Marley. Looks like Kyron Worley will be serving for the Lady Warriors. Kyron throws it up, gets it over, and it gets over. Hannah bumps it, also bumps it over, gets bumped, and spiked for the Lady Carpenters. Kyron bumps it, Carly bumps it, and Hannah Millsaps hits it over. It is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Carpenters, and no one was in position for the hit that the Lady Carpenters made. That makes the score 11-11. Number 8 for Lady Carpenters will be serving. The serve is good. Addison Bright bumps it, Reagan bumps it, and Alyssa Miller spikes. Alyssa Miller spikes again. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 11-12. Carly serves the Lady Warriors, and that's a point for the Lady Warriors. Makes the score 11-13. Carly will serve it again. Carly getting ready to serve. Serves it. It is long enough. Held in. Makes the score 11-14. Carly serves it over. And Reagan bumps it. Alyssa Miller spikes it. And the Lady Carpenters cannot quite get over the net. And that is another point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 11-15. Lady Warriors ahead. Carly spikes, serves it over. Addison bumps it. Hannah bumps it. Alyssa Miller spikes it over. Okay. My fault. It was the Lady Cougars. And the score is now 11-16. Carly will serve it again. Carly hits it over. It is good. It is bumped over. Hannah bumps it. Alyssa sets it, and Hannah spikes it over. And that's another point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 11-17. The Lady Cougars are in a drought right now. Carly will be serving it again. And the timeout is called for the Lady Cougars. I will take a break as they take a break. Both teams will break out the huddle, and Carly will serve it again. Carly throws up, serves it, and it's good. Bumps, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Kyron bumps it. Hannah bumps it, and spiked by Alyssa Miller, but it falls short, and makes the score 12-17. Number 21 for the Lady Cougars is going to serve it. Serves it as enough, but no one hits that for the Lady Warriors. Bad communication makes the score 13-17. And the serve for the Lady Cougars is no good. Tasia Cozart coming in for Reagan Russell, and Judith Aguilar coming in for Addison Bright. And Tasia Cozart will be serving it for the Philadelphia Warriors. The score is 13-18, Philadelphia ahead. Is bumped, spiked by the Lady Cougars. Hannah sets it, Alyssa spikes it. It is bumped up, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars, but it is out as a point for the Lady Warriors. They score 13-19. Tasia serving it for the Lady Warriors. Serves it, it's over. And the Lady Cougars hit it backwards instead of forward, which makes the score 13-20. Tasia's going to serve it again. Serves it. It's good. It's bumped over. Judith bumps it. It's bumped again. Alyssa spikes it. It is bumped from the Lady Cougars. Alyssa spikes it again. It is bumped. Out. Not quite yet. Tasia bumps it. Hannah sends it over to the net. And it is bumped over. And it's out from the Lady Cougars. Makes the score 13-21. Lady Warriors ahead. Tasia Cozart serving. Almost falls short, but it is another point for the Lady Warriors to make the score 13-22. Tasia Cozart serving again. Serves it. Gets it over. Is bumped. Set. And bumped over for the Lady Cougars. Tasia Cozart hits it. Bumps it, but it's too short. And no one gets it. And that makes the score 14-22. Number 14 will be serving it for the Lady Cougars. Throws it up. Serves it. That serve is good. Tasia bumps it. Hannah sets it. Alyssa sets it and Hannah sends it over. And I really don't have to know. I said it was a foul on Hannah. Makes the score 15-22 though. I think it was a legal hit. So, serve is good. Alyssa sets it up. Hannah bumps it. And that bump was in, but the Lady Cougars hit it out. As a point for the Lady Warriors. And Kyron's coming out for Traylon Sharman. That makes the score 15-23. Alyssa is going to serve. Serves it, it's good. Bumped, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. And it's out, which makes the score 15-24. One more point, and the Lady Warriors will win this set. So let's see if they can get it on this play here. Timeout for the Lady Cougars. As I take a break, I will too. And Carly bumps it, Hannah hits it, Judith spikes it, and it's bumped. Bumped for the Lady Cougars. Alyssa bumps it, Tasia bumps it, and it's attempted spike for Traylon. That is no good. And the Lady Cougars, as a point for the Lady Cougars, makes the score 16-24. Number 15 for the Lady Cougars will be serving it. 15 serves it, and that is out, and the Lady Warriors win the first set. And as they take a break, I will too. The referee just got done checking the lineups. And right now, we are playing the second set of the Philadelphia Lady Warriors volleyball game against the Lady Cougars volleyball team. And the Lady Warriors won the first set. Carly will be serving for this side of the set, and that serve is good. Carly will bump it. Alyssa will try to set it, but it was an illegal touch, which makes the Lady Cougars get the serve. Makes us number 8 will be serving. Carly will bump it. Hannah will bump it. Alyssa Miller will spike. And number 8 bumps it. 15 bumps it, and it'll be bumped again over the net. Alyssa Miller bumps it. Reagan sets it over. And the Lady Cougars will hit it out and make the score 1-1. And Reagan Russell will be serving for the Lady Warriors. She sends it over. It's good. It is bumped, spiked, and almost falls short, but it wasn't. And that's score 2-1. And number 21, it looks like, will be serving for the Lady Cougars. Number 21, Tasia Kozar, is coming in for number 34, Reagan Russell. And the returning one will spike it. Serve it. And Judith will hit it out, attempting to bump it. Number 21 for the Lady Cougars will get ready to serve. Serves it. It's good. Tasia bumps it. Hannah bumps it. And Alyssa Miller spikes it. And that is good. That makes us score 3-2. Traylon Charmer coming in for Kyron Worthy. Actually, it scores 3-1. My bad. 3-2. Actually, it's changed it. And Alyssa Miller serves it. And that is good. And it's scored 3-3. Alyssa Miller will be serving it again for the Lady Warriors. She serves it, gets it over, is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Tasia Kozart will bump it. Hannah will bump it. Juice Aguilar will bump it over the net. And it'll be bumps, and bumped again for the Lady Cougars. It'll be over the net. Tasia bumps it. Hannah bumps it. And Juice Aguilar bumps it over again. Is bumped for the Lady Cougars. Bumped again over for the Lady Cougars. Judith will bump it. Hannah bumps it. And Judith will spike. And is hit over again. And Tasia Kozart bumps it. And Judith bumps it. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors. Lady Cougars just could not get that ball over the net. Alyssa Miller will be serving for the Philadelphia Warriors. Serves it. It's good. It's bumped. Bumps. And hit. Tried to hit over that, but just couldn't quite make it. It makes the score 3-5. Lady Warriors. And Alyssa Miller serves it and it is good. Makes the score 3-6. She's serving it again. Serves it, and that is good. It is bumped, and bumped again, but could not get over the net. Makes the score 3-7. Philadelphia's on a good run. Alyssa will serve it again for the Lady Warriors. Serves it. That is good. And no one from the Lady Cougars could get to that. They make score 3-8. Alyssa Miller will serve for the Lady Warriors. The Lady Warriors are on a streak of 7. Alyssa Miller serves it, gets it over. It is bumped for the Lady Cougars. Set. And that makes it over the nets. And Judith Aguilar could not quite spike it over. Falls short, makes a score 4-8. Philadelphia Warriors ahead. Number 14 for the Lady Cougars will be spiking it. Serves it. It is spiked by Judith. And it is bumped by Tasia. Set by Hannah. Spiked by Judith. Bumped and spiked for the Cougars. Tasia bumps it and Hannah bumps it over. It is bumped, and bumped over for the Lady Cougars. Alyssa Miller bumps it. Hannah bumps it over the net. And that is good for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 4-9. And Hannah Millsaps will serve it for the Lady Warriors. Serve is good. No, it wasn't actually. It was over, but it just wasn't. And number 15 for the Lady Cougars will be serving it. Serves it. Tasia bumps it. And Lady Warriors hit backwards. There'll be another serve for the Lady Cougars. And it'll be served. Alyssa Miller bumps it over. Is bumped. Carly hits it over, and that's a point. It is 6-10 now. And Addison Bright will be serving it for the Lady Warriors. Addison serves it. Is bumped. Bumped by Reagan. Bumped by Hannah. And spiked by Alyssa. And that is good. That makes the score 6-11. Addison serves it. It is good. It is bumped. Bumped. And bumped over for the Lady Cougars. Hannah bumps it. Carly bumps it, and Hannah bumps it, but no one else got the ball after she did. Then score 7-11. And the number 2 for the Lady Cougars will be serving it. Hits it over, and no one bumped it. Makes the score 8-11. And number 2 for the Lady Cougars will bump it again. And number 2, serving. And the Cougars will store again. Makes the score 9-11. And number 2, serve it again. Hits it over. Hannah bumps it over the net. Is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Traylon bumps it. Carly spikes it. It is bumped, bumped, and bumped over. And Carly hits it over. Hannah Millsaps bumps it. And Alyssa Miller hits it over. It is spiked for Lady Cougars. And they will score again. This makes the score 10-11. And number 2 will serve it again. She serves it. It is set. Carly bumps it, and that is. And Carly crossed the line at the bottom, which the score is now 11-11. Number 2 will serve it. Gets it over. Addison bumps it. Bumped, bumped, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Hannah bumps it. Traylon sets it. Carly bumps it over. Bumped, spiked, is out for the Lady Cougars. Makes the score 11-12. 4 just ahead. And Tron comes out for Kyron Worley. Kyron will be serving for the Lady Warriors. Garden serves it and is good. It is bumped. Bumped over. Addison Bright bumps it. Alyssa Miller bumps it. And Hannah Millsaps bumps it over. It is bumped. Bumped. And spiked for the Lady Cougars. Kyron bumps it. And looks like someone actually crossed the line right there. And that will be 12-12 tied. And number 24, Peyton, will be serving. She serves it, and that serve is no good. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors. They score 12-13. Carly will be serving. Serves it, gets over, bumped, and it hits up in net, and that's another point for the Lady Warriors. Makes the score 12-14. And Carly will be hitting it again. Carly bumps it over. Bumped, and spiked for the Lady Cougars, and it is hit backwards for the Lady Warriors, and that's a point for the Lady Cougars. And it'll be served, and that is a point for the Cougars. The score is now 14-14 tied. And number 8 will serve it. Bumped by Kyron. It was a bad bump. Makes the score 14-15. And number 8's going to serve it. Kyron bumps it. Hannah sends it over. 8 sets it and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Set, and Alyssa Miller spikes it. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors with the score 15-15. And looks like Reagan Russell will be serving it for the Lady Warriors. Reagan serves it, and it is out. Reagan is coming out for Tasia Kozar. The score is 16-15. Lady Warriors behind. Number 21 for Lady Cougars is serving. That serve is good. Kyron bumps it. Alyssa Miller spikes it. And that is a point for the Lady Warriors, which makes the score 16-16. Charlie Sharma coming in for Kyron Morley. And Alyssa Miller serves it. And it is hit backwards, hit forward, and that will make it over. Alyssa Miller bumps it. Carolyn just couldn't get it. That is a point for the Lady Cougars, makes it 17-16. Lady Cougars ahead. And number 14 for the Lady Cougars will serve. Serves it, gets it over. Tasia Kozar bumps. Traylon bumps. And Hannah bumps it over. And there is a point for the Lady Warriors. That score is 17-18, I believe. Maybe 17-17. We'll see if they add it. It is 17-17. And number 2, Amelia Rowan, will be serving for the Lady Warriors. Amelia Rowan getting ready to serve. Throws it up, serves it, and that serve is good. Number 4 is bumped over for the Lady Cougars, and that is out. That's another point for your Lady Warriors. And that score is now 17-18. And Amelia Rowan is going to serve it again. Timeout for the Lady Cougars. And as we take a break, I'll take one with you. And as both teams break out of the huddle, Amelia Rowan will be serving. Coming back from this timeout. Amelia throws it up, serves it, and that serve is out. And Millsaps is coming in for number 2, Amelia Rowan. That makes the score 18-18 tied. Tight game. Number 15 for the Lady Cougars will be serving. Is served. Tasia bumps it. Traylon misses it, and that is 19-18. Lady Cougars ahead. Is served by number 15. Traylon sets it over. Traylon bumps it over. Is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Bumped by Hannah. Set by Traylon. Judith hits it over. He's bumped, and bumped again. That was a point for the Lady Warriors, makes the score 19-19. And the Lady Warriors will get a chance to serve, and Addison Bright will be serving. She'll throw it up, serve it, and that is good. It'll be bumped, and bumped again. And that is a point for the Lady Cougars. Makes score 20-19. Number 2 for the Lady Cougars will be serving. Will be served. Bumped by Reagan, bumped by Hannah, and Traylon hits it over. Bumped, and spiked, but too short. Next score 20-20. Lady Warriors serve. Looks like Traylon will be coming out for Kyron. Kyron will be serving. Kyron throws it up, serves it. That service good. Is bumped, and spiked. Kyron sets it. Reagan bumps it, and Carly is a bad bump by Reagan. Next score 21-20. And it'll be Lady Cougars serve. Looks like number 24, Peyton, will be serving it for the Lady Cougars. Throws it up. Serve is good. And it is in for the Lady Cougars, makes score 22-20. And the Lady Warriors will take a timeout, and I'll take a break with them. Number 24 will serve for the Lady Cougars. Is set and bumped by Kyron, and the score is now 23-20. Not looking so good for the Philadelphia Warriors, but again, this is only the second set, and they can still win if they do win in the third set, if they do lose here. Number 24, Peyton serves, and it's good. Hannah bumps it. Alyssa bumps it, and Reagan bumps it, but that's no good. That makes the score 24-20. And another timeout for the Lady Warriors. And it will be Lady Cougars serve. Number 24 will be serving it. She serves it. Hannah bumps it. Alyssa Miller, and that is game 25-20. And they will be going into a third set. And as they get the lineup ready, I'll take a break with them. Number 8 for the Lady Cougars will be serving. And whoever wins this set wins the game. Served, bumped by Reagan, and that bump wasn't too good. That makes the score 1-0, Lady Cougars ahead. It'll be Lady Cougar serves, and number 8 will be serving again. So it's ready for the serve. Serves it, and that serve is good. Karen bumps it. Carly spikes it over, and that spike is good. Makes the score 1-1. Carly serves it, and that serve was good. And it is bumped, set, and spiked by Cougars. Hannah spikes it over. It is bumped, set, spiked for the Lady Cougars. Bumped by Reagan. Bumped by Carly. Bumped by Alyssa. It gets over the net. Bumped, bumped, and bumped for the Lady Cougars. Makes it over the net. Carly bumps it. Hannah bumps it. And Alyssa spikes it. And it'll be bumped, bumped, and out for the Lady Cougars. That's a point for the Lady Warriors. Makes the score 2-1. Lady Warriors ahead. Carly will serve it again. It is served. Good serve. And Lady Cougars had a bad bump, and that score 3-1. Carly will serve again. Carly will serve it. That serve was out. And that makes the score 2-3. Lady Warriors ahead. Number 21 for Lady Cougars will be serving. Throw it up, and that serve is good. Karen bumps it. Addison bumps it. Hannah bumps it, and that bump is good for a good point. And that makes the score 2-4. Tasia Kozar and then Judith Aguilar coming in for Addison and Reagan Russell. Tasia is serving. Tasia serves. Bumped. Set and spiked. That spike falls short for the Lady Cougars. That's another point for the Lady Warriors. Makes the score 2-5. Tasia will serve it. And that serve is good. We bumped, and bumped over the net. Kyron bumps it. Alyssa sets it, and Hannah bumps it over. Is bumped, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. It is Kyron just falls short of bumping that. Makes the score 3-5. And number 24 for the Lady Cougars will be serving. That serve is good. Kyron sets it. Alyssa bumps it over the net. And it is spiked over the net for the Lady Cougars. Alyssa spikes it, and that spike is good. It makes the score 4-5. Lady Warriors behind. Never mind. That was not a point for the Lady Warriors. Someone crossed the line. That was a point for the Lady Cougars. Next score 4-5. Lady Warriors ahead by 1. And next score 5-5 now. Number 24 will serve for the Lady Cougars. That serve is good. Carly bumps it. Kyron bumps it. Tasia bumps it over the net. Bumped. Set. And it was a point for the Lady Warriors. Traylon coming in for Kyron. Alyssa Miller serving. That serve is good, and one of the Lady Cougars hit it out. Makes the score 5-7. Alyssa Miller will serve it again. Throws it up, serves it, and that serve is good. The next score 5-8. And in this set, I'm pretty sure you have to get 15 to win. And Alyssa Miller will serve it again. Serves it, and that serve is no good. The score is 6-8. Lady Warriors ahead. And number 15 for the Lady Cougars will serve it. That serve is good. Carly bumps it. Judith bumps it, and Hannah bumps it over. It is set and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Tasia bumps it. Hannah bumps it. And Judith spikes. It is bumped over. But that is a point for the Lady Warriors because she hit under the net. And that makes the score 6-9. 6-9. And looks like Kendall Millsaps will serve. And that throws it up and serves. And that serve is good. It is bumped. And that's another point for the Lady Warriors, which is score 10-6. And that's a timeout for the Lady Cougars. As they take a break, I will too. And as both teams come out of the huddle, Hannah Millsaps will serve again. The score is 6-10. Lady Warriors ahead. Hannah serves it, and that serve is good. It'll be bumped, and spike for Lady Cougars. Tasia bumps it. Hannah bumps it, and Alyssa spikes it, but that looks out. But the Lady Cougars hit it. So that is a point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 11-6. Lady Warriors ahead. Hannah Millsaps serving it once again. Throws it up and serves it, and that serve is good. Is bumped, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. Alyssa bumps it. Hannah bumps it, and Traylon bumps it over. And the Lady Cougars just could not get over the net. That makes another point for the Lady Warriors. That makes the score 6-12. Lady Warriors ahead. Hannah serving it. Throws it up. And the serve is no good. Makes the score 7-12. And it looks like number 2 for the Lady Cougars will be serving it. Serve is good. Tasia bumps it. Hannah bumps it. And Trayla will bump it over. It is bumped over for the Cougars. Trayla will bump it, and Carla will bump it over. That is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. And that, Tasia bumps it, Carly bumps it, and Traylon spikes it over. Traylon bumps it. Carly sets it, and Traylon bumps it over. Is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. And that is a point for the Lady Cougars. Alyssa and Tasia couldn't decide who was going to hit that. And next score 8-12. Just some bad communication by the Lady Warriors. Number 2 for Lady Cougars will serve it. Alyssa bumps it, and that bump wasn't too good. That makes the score 9-12, and Philadelphia Warriors will take a timeout, as I will too. Both teams come out of the huddle, and number 2 for Lady Cougars will serve. That serve is good. Alyssa Miller bumps it. Tasia bumps it, and it'll go over the net, and it is set and bumped over for the Cougars. Alyssa sets it, and Alyssa bumps it over. Is bumped, set, and spiked for the Cougars. Hannah bumps it. Judith bumps it, and Traylon will bump it over. Bumped over for the Lady Cougars. Traylon sets it, and Traylon also hits it over after Carly hit it. And it is out for the Lady Cougars. That makes a point for the Philadelphia Warriors. Reagan coming in for Tasia. Addison coming in for Judith. Makes the score 9-13. Addison Bright will be serving. Addison Bright serves. That serve is good. It's bumped. And that bump is short for the Lady Cougars. And we had timeout called. And as both teams come out of the huddle, Addison Bright will serve. The score is 9-14. Iverson throws up, and the serve is good. Bumped over. Oh, and Hannah hits it, and miscommunication between that makes the score 10-14. The Lady Cougars will serve now. 14 for the Lady Cougars is now serving. That serve is good, and Addison Bright just could not get to it in time. Makes the score 11-14, close game. And number 14 will serve again for the Lady Cougars. That serve is good. Alyssa bumps it. Reagan bumps it, and Carly bumps it over. It is bumped, set, and spiked for the Lady Cougars. And the Lady Warriors now will win this game. Lady Warriors win. Varsity won, JV lost. Thank you for watching.